President Jason Wright, and you're listening to Rambling About Washington.
Welcome on to the Rambling About Washington podcast. My boy, 703 in the building. It's Libra season. We all got October birthdays. My guy, Allen, and my guy, Adam. What's going on, fellas?
Yeah. What it do, bro? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I'm going to start with you, Allen. You know what I'm saying? What made you become a Falcons fan in the first place? Because we're out here in Northern Virginia. Why aren't you a Washington fan?
Well, first and foremost, I'm from Bolivia, so I was born and raised over there, moved out here when I was 9. First thing I knew was Virginia Tech, and I didn't even know English, bro. So all I knew is my boy Michael Vick running up yards up and down in Virginia Tech. From 2000 and then 2001, my boy got drafted to the Falcons. So, I just followed him through, and I stuck with the Falcons, man.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. How about you, Adam?
I mean, I feel like the answer is usually the same for anybody that's not from Atlanta. It has something to do with Michael Vick,
Nope, it has to.
I mean, for me, though, I didn't start watching football until like a little later in high school. But, yeah, I started liking the Falcons just playing with Michael Vick on Madden, for real. And then eventually I started watching
the human cheat code, bro.
Yo,
if you have
bro.
04 Madden? Jesus.
Yeah,
2000. Is that the joint that had a little cone for passing?
Yeah.
It didn't even matter how small his joint was.
I think they changed the game because of Michael Vick in 04. They had to. If you had him, QB sneak, hit the sideline, and it was
bro. What? He was so good. He made Brian Finnerman look like an elite.
Hell yeah! I remember I used to run and reverse the whole field and do all types of crazy Devin Hester type shit with him. He is the human cheat code. Madden forever changed.
Facts.
They made sure you cannot do that type of shit with a quarterback in Madden's going forward.
Hell yeah.
Hey, speaking of
speed was 99 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it was. It was certainly a 99.
It had to.
You about to say, Adam?
If it wasn't, then everybody else was below 85 because he was burning anybody.
Yeah, I don't think there was mobile quarterbacks back then compared to what Michael Vick did.
I mean, there's only 1, 2 people. It's him and Lamar Jackson, and of course Lamar Jackson's, recent as fuck.
Hell yeah, but
Vick 2.0.
Speaking of Madden, you about to say?
You think Lamar Jackson is a better running quarterback than Mike Vick?
That's interesting. That's spicy. I want to say no, but Lamar Jackson may be. I don't know. He may be as electrifying as Vick, bro. He's different, bro. Vick was a better passer than me though, and that's gonna be what ends up if Lamar has to advance as a passer to truly be elite. Vick was like an alien to us because we had never seen anything like him.
Nothing like it.
I felt like what also was so entertaining to me was just how much power he had in the flick of wrist.
Oh my god! Remember that commercial?
He would literally scramble, bro. Literally. But seeing him in games, man, just scrambling that Minnesota game when he literally scrambled for the touchdown, made them two
dudes fall into each other. Oh my god, that was beautiful.
And then a lot of plays like that are very memorable with him and then him, a lot of Saints games and stuff like that. But it was just crazy that literally when you would think he gonna keep running, and then this dude just pump fakes, and then literally this ball goes 50 yards. It was ridiculous, to be that mobile and have that arm strength.
Oh, it's crazy. I remember he had that commercial at Virginia Tech where he was throwing to the dudes and their bodies were flying and shit. You couldn't tell me that shit wasn't real.
For the longest time, I was like, man, this dude's arm is so strong. He's throwing people off their feet.
I thought it was real. It took me to be an adult to be like, oh, this shit wasn't real. Okay.
Y'all remember those old the old fantasy football commercials when all the players had their little short video?
Oh hell yeah!
Showing off their skills or whatever. Bro, I loved those videos back in the day. I don't know why they stopped doing
them. They need to bring them back.
That was back then too when they used to have the Pro Bowls. They would have little mini camps.
Skill competition and the quarterback competition. Yeah,
yo, that's what I literally tuned in for. And then now it doesn't hold the same weight.
The Pro Bowl don't even count anymore because it's before the Super Bowl. Who the fuck decided that was a good idea?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I don't
awesome.
know. Speaking of good ideas, though, the NFL announced yesterday who the Super Bowl halftime performers were going to be this year, and they got a squad. They obviously let Jay-Z finally run shit because I guess they redshirted him a year from choosing the performers because this year they got Eminem, Kendrick, Dre, Snoop, Mary J. Blige. Thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime performance? I'll start with you, Adam, because I know just like me, we're Kendrick heads. I hope he gets the biggest set out of all of them.
You already know, man. I'm so happy to see Kendrick be on the Super Bowl show, man. I think he's gonna kill it. I hope it's a new song, maybe something he's gonna drop soon off like a new album or something. That would be
there
dope.
gotta be new music. There gotta be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he did say he was gonna drop something in 2021, so hopefully
Is Jay performing?
Soon.
Nah, but Jay works
performing?
but he works for the league and he's in charge of like the Super Bowl halftime show and stuff like that going forward. Because this motherfucker, he's just in everything.
I didn't even know that.
Hell
Shit,
yeah.
Honestly, I'm finding out right now.
Nah,
This is breaking news to me right
Mario
now.
up to date.
because the league, the league was like, we gotta get some of them back after the Kaepernick situation.
Yikes.
Hell yeah. You know, we ain't going to even get into that though, because we stay off politics on the show. But
Yeah.
We're
Yeah,
about to
it's strictly football. Strictly
hell
football.
yeah, we in the week 4. Y'all 1-2, we're 1-2. How are y'all feeling about the Dirty Birds right now, and why are y'all ass? I'll start with you, Adam.
With me?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm very upset with our offensive performance. I don't expect much from our defense anyways. Like, we really don't have that much talent. We got like Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones. Those are only 2 real playmakers on our team. But our offense struggling like this with a new OC, bro, we're passing like Matt Ryan's average air yards is like 4 yards right now.
Yeah, it's bad.
Per pass. Like, that doesn't even make any. His lowest before that was like 8. I think in 2011, which is crazy. Like, how are you half of that right now? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know if it's Matt Ryan scared to throw the ball downfield. I don't know if it's conservative play calling, but it's ugly. It's terrible.
Man, I don't know what's going on with y'all. How about you, Alan? What you feeling about how y'all look through first 3 games?
Nothing surprising on defense. Literally any running back looks like a Pro Bowler there. I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of a pass rush since Abraham.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been that long. And on top of that, how is Cordell Patterson our biggest offensive weapon? Like that's
in 2021.
That's what's killing me. You know what I mean?
The punt returner or the kick returner?
And the running back and the receiver. Hey, he probably about to get off on us. I'm not even gonna fake. I told one of my boys in my group chat, start Cordell Patterson in fantasy because if y'all use him, if y'all throw him around the field, we have no like Cole Beasley gave us 11 for 100 last week.
Bro, he does it fucking all. He does it all. He does it all. I mean, what's a Calvin Ridley? What's a Cal Pitts? I mean, Mike Davis, Matt Ryan.
Cal Pitts.
What are we doing?
Cal Pitts hasn't had a breakout game.
He didn't see a target until like late third quarter last game.
Let me tell you something. I got the medicine for Kyle Pitts. Y'all haven't been able to get him going yet. We have like the worst linebacker core in the NFL, and he's gonna get his shit off on Sunday. If you have Kyle Pitts in fantasy, start him.
I definitely do, and he's starting. But we don't have any pass protection. Have you seen us these past couple of weeks?
I've seen you. I watched
around in the line. You know,
look like shit. Y'all offense looks fucking god awful. That's why I'm saying if we lose to y'all and our elite D line doesn't get to your quarterback who's a fucking statue and 38 years old, I'm gonna lose all hope in this season.
My boy 36, yo. Put some respect.
Man, he looked 38.
I got the Washington football team's defense too, and man, have I almost lost games due to that.
Hell yeah.
No, I negative every week 1.
Hell yeah. Something's not right. Something's in the water right now because we're not getting anyone's quarterback. Everyone's quarterback is comfortable versus us. We're getting no pressure. Our linebackers can't cover anything. We're the worst third down defense I've ever seen, but we should beat y'all. Like, I honestly think we're a better team right now than y'all are, and I think it's stupid that y'all drafted a tight end with the 4th pick of the draft. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, to me, positional value, a tight end should never be a top 5 pick in NFL draft, no matter how much of a freakazoid he is. We have an aging quarterback who has a terrible contract. Unless you guys planned on being bad again, like, you're not gonna pick number 4 again. But I don't know, the way it's looking, it's possible that y'all were cool with the possible pick. Yeah.
I mean, if we're being logical, we should have took O-line, trade back or get O-line. Should even trade back and still get O-line. It was a cute pick. Like, it's an accessory pick. It's probably building for the next future quarterback that we do draft though. Because every young quarterback likes to throw to a tight end, and I did think, first of all, that since Matt Ryan never did have a big arm, really, that he could be a great intermediate route runner, and that could help to extend Matt Ryan's career a little bit as well. But I think it was a cute pick. It didn't necessarily make the team any better at all.
Piggybacking off what Adam said, I was cool with trading down probably mid round, give or take.
Shit, I wanted to hop up in that 4th spot myself. I needed a quarterback, man.
I feel like
y'all was like 20.
It was 19, yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of capital there, and then us drafting a tight end when everybody was going QB heavy, and look at Matt Jones. He ended up dropping all the way down there too. So I felt like, to me, the most logical thing would have been, if we would have gone quarterback, to end up in like the bottom, like a little mid higher, like 10 to 15, and then still get a quality pick, obviously, but not a tight end. Like Adam said, a O-line or beef up our defense, like a defensive end. Aside from, like you said, Grady Jarrett, like, bro, we have no pressure, and right after that is Deion Jones. But Deion Jones is not like a run stuffer. He's a coverage linebacker.
He's an animal.
He's a beast. Yes, I give you that. But aside from that, we put no fear in nobody's heart.
Yeah.
We put no fear in nobody's heart.
He about 220. He get, once it's in the run game, if he's not tackling you by the ankle, he getting ran over.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, I've been loving AJ Terrell's development.
Oh yeah, he's nice.
Like, he's looking like a stud, man.
He gets busy.
But then we have Isaiah Oliver, and that's like, eh.
Hey, he balled last game.
Yeah, but he's not consistent though. I don't know, man. My heart's in shambles. Like, it's another season that we're gonna be like,
we got a bunch of 1-year starters on our team right now. This is no matter what the front office says, this team was built to not be very good. Like, they can say we're trying to compete all they want, but look at the players they signed to 1-year contracts. They're below level backups. Like, come on.
They're signing with Dante Fowler,
veterans to fill key holes.
Dante Fowler hasn't done a damn thing
since he got drafted.
Fowler stepped up the past 2 games. Big sacks in both of the last 2 games. He had the strip sack that saved the game-winning drive for the Giants, or could have been game-winning drive for the Giants. We didn't recover the joint, but it was 3rd down, so they ended up punting, and that's how we got our game-winning drive last week.
See, I'm glad to know that someone else is disappointed in their team, because unlike y'all, we actually have fucking expectations this year. Like, we have expectations to actually perform. Oh yeah, like I've drank all the fucking Kool-Aid, bro. Hey, back to back, yeah. Like, nah. Right, then I'm already humbled. Like, we're literally an offsides penalty away from 0-3 right now. Like, it's that bad right now. Yeah. Dexter Lawrence jumped offsides when Dustin Hopkins, sorry ass, missed the first field goal, and it's for that we're 1-2. And if we lose to y'all, this is what we got coming up. We got the Saints, the Chiefs, the Packers, the Broncos, the Bucks, the Raiders, and the Panthers. And then we play all 5 division games to close out the season. So if we lose to y'all in New Orleans, we're talking top 3 pick territory, because
absolutely. Like, I'm about to say y'all number 1.
Hell yeah.
Chill, the Jags.
Hey, chill out. Nah, the Jags. Oh yeah, but they don't need a quarterback. Hey, the Jags don't. That game was phenomenal last night. Y'all watched that game last night.
Hey,
that game was
Trevor
great.
Lawrence is real. Trevor Lawrence is
watching him and Burrow, it just makes me so sad because I've never experienced a franchise quarterback. You guys have had a franchise quarterback for over a decade.
You talking about? Yeah, Mark Brunell, bro.
Yo, chill the fuck out. We had him at the end
Jason
of his career.
Campbell, chill.
Yo, chill.
Sexy
Yo,
Rexy,
don't do that to
Sexy
me, bro.
Rexy,
Yo,
bro.
I gotta get one of those jerseys with all the 40 quarterbacks of my lifetime because that's how much we've gone through it. Like, you want to hear a crazy stat? Terry McLaurin, he's in his 3rd season. This is his 4th game coming up this year. He's played with 11 quarterbacks. In 3 years, 11 quarterbacks. And people be saying shit like, oh, I don't want a Matt Ryan here, because I seen it floated on social media yesterday about us trading for Tua or trading for Matt Ryan. Oh, we don't want him here. Like, no, fucker. You don't get to say I don't want a real quarterback here when we've had 1,000 fucking Jags in the 20 years that I've been a fan. And, like, Matt Ryan, he's never lost to us. He's 5-0 versus us. Every time I made a bet with this man Allen, I've lost it. We haven't beat y'all since 2003 when Patrick Ramsey was our quarterback and Lavernius Coles was our receiver. That's how long it's been, bro.
Man.
That was 18
like
years ago. We was in Fred Lynn, bro.
That's why I'm saying that this week, if we lose to y'all, I'm putting a brown bag over my face, bro, because we're supposed to have one of the easiest schedules in the league, and we're not looking great at all. Like, I mean, we barely beat the Giants.
I mean,
Giants.
look,
I can relate.
The Washington football team barely beat the Giants too.
I can relate. Yeah, I can relate. So this is a get right game. Someone's either gonna get right. Our defense is gonna get right, or y'all's offense is gonna get right, and that's gonna be the tail of the tape for who wins this game on Sunday. I got a question for both of y'all. I'm gonna start with Allen. Is Matt Ryan a Hall of Famer?
I definitely think that he is.
I agree.
His play hasn't dropped since he joined the league. Since he came out of Boston College, my boy has been slinging the rock with a TD to interception ratio well above average. Like,
hell yeah.
And, you know, we've gone to the Super Bowl. Obviously, that was probably one of my darkest days of my entire life.
Oh, we're going to get to that in a second.
Man. But we get a lot of disrespect because we're the Falcons, you know, and I get it. But you can't knock down on what Matt Ryan has done. You really can't. Like, just the stats alone, I feel like it should be enough for it. But he's always going to be the one be like, nah, he's not shit. Like, look, you just said, like, people is like, we don't want a Matt Ryan here. We don't want that. Like, I just don't feel like he gets his kudos, man. He don't get his flowers. Like, he's a Hall of Famer to me, no question.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. And people forget about how great he was that MVP season. And, Adam, I'm going to let you go before I chime in on the subject. Is Matty Ice, is he a Hall of Famer?
I think there's no reason to say he's not. I mean, I feel like he is like the most over-criticized quarterback of this generation, probably. Like, he's just consistent every single year. I mean, sometimes he did have that MVP year where he was fantastic. 2 years later, he was just as good, but we didn't win any games. But he's in the top 10 of every single passing category. And in his first 14 seasons, he has more passing yards than anyone
ever. Yep. That's it right there. That's it.
The fastest.
Is that not good? People be like, "Oh, Matt Ryan's as good as Andy Dalton." I'd be like, "Are you stupid?"
Oh yeah, you should fight someone for saying that. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Bro, I ignore that. It used to be Joe Flacco's better than Matt Ryan. I'll say Joe Flacco had a cannon, and he had a great defense. He had that year. Like, he went crazy that postseason. Like, he went crazy. Yeah. But the real talent and the real all-time greats, it's sustained throughout their career.
Consistency.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
When I have this debate with our fan base, when they say, "Oh, build a defense first, get the quarterback later," I'm like, listen, look at what we're going through right now. A great defense has a chance to regress. It's a lot of moving parts, and the league varies year to year. But a great quarterback, they never decline until it's the end of their career, and some of them still don't decline. So a quarterback's more important than anything. I know, because I've never seen one. And good for you guys to get to watch a Hall of Fame quarterback's career. Fucking congratulations to both of you for that.
Hey, I know what it's like. It's so bad for the Washington football team organization.
Man, we the Redskins.
Y'all got excited for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Y'all was like, this is our savior. Like, what? Oh my God, that's
We
how I knew
grasped.
it's been
No,
bad.
the first savior though, the first savior when they went 10-6 was when RG3 was there. RG knee, you know what I mean?
Hey.
Like,
I
Nah, I
remember
thought-
when we went to the stadium and he got smacked by Sean Witherspoon and put him out the game.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there too, and
yup.
this man was supposed to be our LeBron James. He was supposed to be the one, bro.
Y'all
Like,
did him dirty with that.
No,
putting him in there
no,
with
no.
That was the
race.
week after, if I'm
No.
not mistaken. The week before, I think they played Seattle, right? And that's when it happened, or was it the week after?
No.
that they
See, when
played Seattle? That
we
was-
played Seattle in the playoff. That was later when he finished his knee.
Yeah, that was
y'all were his first injury. He got injured in 3 games. He got a concussion versus y'all. He sprained his knee with Haloti Ngata tearing his knee up because the bastard
That's
didn't
what
know
it
how to
was.
fucking
Okay.
slide and get down.
Yeah.
Then in the playoffs, I believe he tore his ACL in the first quarter, but he stayed in the game because he looked over his shoulder and knew ultimately that if Kirk Cousins ever got the chance, that he was probably going to take his job because he was a better quarterback than Robert was. And he went back in
Speaking of-
hurt. Yep.
Why'd y'all
How
let
could
Kirk Cousins go?
Oh, my God. Thank you guys for both saying that. See, our fan base has this emotional hate and disdain for him. I don't. I appreciate him. He is the greatest quarterback of my lifetime as a Washington fan, and I'm not gonna sit here and scoff at a guy who threw for 5,000 yards, 29 touchdowns in the season, who kept us competitive week to week. Bruce Allen's a fucking idiot. Not only did we let him go, we turned down the opportunity of getting the second pick of the draft from the 49ers just because his pride would not allow us to trade him to Kyle Shanahan. Listen to that. We also could have got a first rounder for Trent Williams, but Bruce Allen said, nope, I'm not dealing with them. And we ended up getting shit in return for both of them. It's my life, man.
Some teams, all their moves be questionable, man.
It's just
Like
murky.
an expiring contract for a player that you have no plans for the future. Trade him. Get something. You have to get something in return.
Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, you guys have better play for Trent Williams. Yeah, you could get a high pick, but in any draft pick that's no longer in your future plans, you got to trade him away. Try to get something in return.
Hell yeah,
GMs be
for years we've done such bad business here, but I've been appreciating that we're finally starting to conduct ourselves like adults. But before we wrap this shit up for today, I had to bring it up. I don't mean to trigger you guys, traumatize you, or take you back to that night. What was it like to see your team in a Super Bowl? And walk me through that night. Y'all had a 28-3 lead in the late third quarter, and then Tom Brady goated on y'all.
You want to know how I'm going to go. All right, because
let's get it.
I have nightmares of this day, okay? I was at A-Town, bro, okay? And you know how it goes. Everybody knew that my team was the Falcons. And, bro, all my bets were in my account by halftime. I was sky high. You couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me shit. Look, hey, Super Bowl champs. Allen's going to get a Falcons tat in his calf. Woo! First one ever. I'm going to Atlanta. Third quarter comes around and I said, hold up. What's up, man? Like, ain't no way they're going to come back, right? Like, we still not running the ball. Like, what's up? Fourth quarter comes around and it's like, wait, I can't even leave. Like, this is really still going on. And it was like a nightmare that I never woke up from. Like, bro, 28-3. We were beating the brakes out of Tom Brady. Literally, every way, shape, or form. Matt Ryan looked unstoppable. Catches,
six.
everything was landing. Everything was landing. Tom Brady, who is how I felt between the first 2.5 quarters. And then my heart broke into pieces. I think I just started sweating just saying that. Like, I'm not over it.
You do look a little flustered.
Yeah, Adam got it now. I'm over it. Fuck it.
I mean, I went through all the same shit Allen did, man. I was returning money at the end of the night. Same shit. Because there's no way you can lose that game unless you do exactly what we did.
There's literally no
Julio
way.
Jones made arguably the greatest Super Bowl catch of all time on the 22-yard line. We do play action. Ryans gets sacked. This man, Devontae Freeman, completely just ignored his pass blocking duties. He was too worried about trying to score touchdowns. I don't know. He was ready to get out, try to catch a pass or something. This man didn't give up. He didn't give a shit. And bro, we did everything right. Matt Ryan has the highest quarterback rating of all time in the Super Bowl game, and people be like, "Yeah, Matt Ryan choked that Super Bowl away."
That had nothing to do with Matt Ryan. Literally.
Kyle Shanahan.
Another thing. Tom Brady gets way too much credit for that game. You know who was the MVP of that game to me? James Washington or James White. He caught like 18 passes. Tom Brady, all he did was throw it underneath every single play.
Was it Edelman that caught that?
Oh my God, that catch? Shit where he like caught it, like bobbled it, and juggled it
between his legs, bro.
Oh my God.
That's the shit that could only happen to the Falcons.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, bad. And then after the review, it was like, oh, it was a catch. I'm like, son. So
at what moment did y'all start to sweat? Like, was it when they finally got on the board? Like, or was it when, like, the mid-fourth quarter when it was like, oh, shit, they are really fucking coming back now?
I'll be honest. It didn't really sink completely in until they tied it up. Well, it went to overtime, right? It went to overtime, and they scored on their first drive. But honestly, it wasn't too surprising that they were started to demolish. I feel like, you know, we were riding some sort of high. Our team wasn't that good that year until we got to the playoffs. We were riding some sort of high, and that shit just disappeared in the third. We had 4 rookies starting on defense, undrafted free agents started on defense, and they were holding their own. But
a lot of heart was there. Our offense was just fucking cooking, unstoppable, man. Like Julio was just
MVP, Matt,
unstoppable.
Excellent.
Yeah. I felt like that's the shit that sucks. That would have solidified Julio. I mean, Julio, no matter what, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
Absolutely.
But him having that rock, and then Maddie having that rock, like my argument is done. Like you couldn't hit me with a rebuttal telling me like, Matt Ryan is an average quarterback. Nah, fuck that. With the season that he had, and then the ring he would have had, beating Tom Brady like that in that fashion. No, bro. You would have had to give me my respect, no matter what.
Yeah, but I'm glad y'all didn't win because y'all can't hold that over me. None of us have seen our team win shit. None of us. So would you rather, as a fan, have that feeling in your stomach of being that close, or be like me who have never seen your team win 11 games or go to the conference championship before?
Man, that's tough.
It's more of the thing that you kind of have to go through it yourself, because when that happened, even if you were telling me like, yo, bro, you're going to lose at the end of the day, you're going to lose. It was a hell of an experience, man. Like it was you were riding hard for your team. Like it was rise up everywhere you went in the postseason. Like every week it was like a nail biter. But honestly,
punishing teams,
bro.
I wasn't nail biting shit until the fucking third quarter came out in the Super Bowl. The playoffs. But
that's my thing. Everybody's like,
we watched the Packers, the Seahawks. We was washing them.
Oh yeah, I was cleaning.
Made Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson look like shit. They was trash against us.
Y'all clean.
It's crazy when we start losing in the third quarter. Like, what goes in that halftime?
Shout out my boy Dan Quinn. Wait till he ruined the Cowboys season.
Shout out my boy
don't
Rick
worry,
for that
we got
one.
you, Mario. We got you.
Yes, sir.
We're going to set them back. Don't worry about that.
Hey, shout out Ricky, though. I'm going to definitely get him on when we get the Cowboys on the schedule.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's make some predictions for Sunday. I'm going to start. I got us winning 23-21. That's a stupid-ass score. It's going to be some ugly-ass game with 2 bad teams trying to get right. And y'all are going to have a 21-20 lead. Heineke's going to take us down there. We're going to get a field goal. We're going to win the game. Chase Young's going to have a sack and a half. I'm going to cross my fingers on that, because if he keeps putting zeros on the stat sheet, we're going to have a real conversation. But 23-21 Washington, and we go to New York. Well, I mean, we come back home and we get New Orleans the next week. What do y'all got? Adam, you go first.
I got to be a little optimistic, but I do think, it can go either way. Like,
oh, for sure.
Y'all defense could, our teams are pretty evenly matched as far as this season goes, what we've shown on tape.
Yep.
I think it's going to be like 24-21-2. Of course, I'm going to pick the Falcons. I think we take some shots downfield, open up the playbook a little bit. Hopefully, I'm praying, because this shit has been awful. I think it's going to come down to the last drive. Whoever does win this game, though, I think it's going to be just a field goal away. But I think we take it.
I hope to God that's not the case, because if Matt Ryan gets the ball last, we're going to lose, because we don't stop anyone. All right, Alan, what you got?
I feel like this is going to be a very high-scoring game, because my defense is not going to come into play personally. And I feel like we got enough firepower to give y'all some trouble if that O-line can sustain. So I'm going with 28-24. Us winning.
Okay, 28,
high scoring.
24. All right, bet one of your bet your
bar
dog
to
on
go.
it. Bet your French bulldog on it.
What do I get?
You can take my
He
firstborn,
putting up
man.
his I was about to say, he trying to put up his kids. Alan don't want no extra responsibility.
Yeah,
man.
nah, I'm good, man.
He gave me a good decade, man. It's time to switch it. Let me stop.
See what this next decade
Can
talking
I
about.
refinance my kid?
Hey, but this was real as I knew it was going to be. I got my boys on the show. Oh, before y'all go, what do y'all think our new name's going to be?
Man, at this point, y'all gotta just stay with it. At this point, y'all gotta just stay. You can't run it
Yuck.
for 2 seasons.
Yuck.
It's so disrespectful to your fans that bought that.
Man,
bought
look at
jerseys.
this.
That
Look at
sound
this
like
shit. Look at this shit. No, we need a name and a logo, bro. Look at this generic ass shit.
Hey, what that default ass helmet?
Hey, that's the thing people do when they don't want to use name brands so they don't get sued.
That's how you start bootlegging your own shit.
hey, y'all sound like a museum, like the Washington football team. That doesn't even sound like. It doesn't even sound
Yeah, y'all
like.
extinct. Like y'all don't
Yeah.
exist anymore.
So I be shook when someone say, "Who are your team of?" I be like, "Washington." I hate that shit. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
The
I'm sure
football-
you
I'm
probably
a fan
even
of the
use
football
Redskins
team.
still.
hey, I be like the Skins, bro. Even though, like, man, nah, a name has to happen. So
Automatic.
y'all don't have any prediction of what the name's gonna be?
I don't even know what the options are, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
What would you name
Well,
us?
the Hogs. I don't know.
No,
man.
fuck
Uh,
no.
The
No.
Hogs.
They were called the Redskins.
Yeah,
I don't know. What
They were that was a nickname in the 80s for the offensive line group, which is fine. But in 2021, I'm sorry, you're not naming the football team after one unit of the team 40 years ago. Like, I'm sorry. Like, fans are they're gonna come for me for that. But fuck no. It's 2021, and I like the Wolves. I want to howl at
Yeah, I was
games
gonna
like
say,
an
is it
idiot.
Red Wolves.
Yeah, I like any type of wolf. Like, I like pack mentality as a fan. That fandom,
Yeah.
like, I like it. Like, I want to go howl and act crazy at games, and it's marketable. Like, our merchandise for kids and women are terrible. Like, you can definitely come up with some cool creative shit for that. But no matter what the name is, I just want to see some good uniforms with some drip to it and good merchandise, and they can sell me anything. But most importantly, win some fucking games. But that's going to wrap today's episode. Y'all want to tell the people how they can follow you if you want them to follow you on social media? Adam, you can go ahead and go first.
I don't want nobody following me.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I don't want no following.
I don't want no Redskins hitting me up either. Man. Like, I'm good on y'all. Holla at me after the game. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk our shit, but I guess let the better, worst team win, because it's gonna be. I hope it's not ugly. I hope there's some potential that.
Oh, it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
timeline gonna get
Well,
crazy. Oh no!
I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want to lie. I just don't want to lose to y'all, bro. Like,
Yeah, in fact,
it's-
I need Matt
yeah,
Ryan's
like,
record
period.
to stay clean
Like,
against y'all.
yeah.
That's the one thing I can say. Even though, like,
This is my
every-
Super Bowl now, okay? Like, at least we
low-key,
keep that.
you know we gotta see Redskins fans often.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still want to be disrespectful where I go to like a restaurant and be like, ha, y'all haven't beat us.
Y'all can't
Yeah,
be
I don't know
lying.
the feeling, bro. It's been 18 years, bro. Oh, before we go, I gotta point this out. Fair or foul? We had a incident in one of my fantasy leagues this week. So I put up McCaffrey on the trade block after he got hurt the other night. So you can't trade a player while after he's played. He's locked for the week. So I locked in a verbal agreement with one of my boys, my boy Kofi. Am I wrong for this? We locked in a deal verbally. We verbally shook on it via text. I took the deal and posted it in the group chat and said, if anyone wants McCaffrey, hit my line and top this offer. Am I foul for that, or is that just good business practice?
I like it.
Yeah, it's not written in stone.
You make it.
so...
You doing the best what you can for your team.
Yeah, fuck
like,
that. Yeah, I mean,
Thank
you're
you.
the owner of the player, right? So if you don't feel, if you can get more bang for your buck, then yeah, I mean,
He was like, no, but
I just
you
know
ain't.
the
just savvy.
dude who you verbally accepted to. He was probably hot though. That's
Oh,
all.
he's sick. He
probably-
was sick. He's still sick to this day. Like,
hey, the goal is for you to win in your fantasy football team,
Yeah.
not to help the other person out.
oh, yeah,
So,
we're playing
I
for
mean,
money. We're playing for money, bruh. And this is the
Yeah.
number. I was the number one pick in the draft. You think I'm gonna just trade him to the first person that I accept the deal with before I press the button? Nah.
You think I play fantasy football to like be nice to y'all? No, I wanna talk my shit. I wanna be like, nah, fuck that. My team
Whatever to
better
get
than
the
yours. Like,
edge, man. That's
yeah,
what
bro.
the thing is about.
If I'm gonna
Whether it's
psych you
fantasy or
out,
real
like
sports.
yeah, whatever it takes, bro. Like that's not my problem.
I appreciate that. See, the real ones. That's called better business practices.
That's all.
Nothing
I'll tell you
personal.
one thing. That's not the grimiest shit I ever seen in some fantasy leagues. I know niggas that be dropping players when they get eliminated to add to a championship squad or a team that's going to the championship. What you know about that, Allen?
Nah, so I'll boot someone out my fucking league if that ever happens.
Hey,
bro.
hey, look, I'm not the commissioner. You know, I'm gonna plead the fifth.
I wasn't commissioned that joint.
Hey, I wasn't the commish, bro. If the commish fell asleep, all I know is that the league got caught lacking.
Nah, the commish ain't fall asleep. You know he never woke up.
Hey, Anthony, we are not talking about
Anthony sleep right now.
My man Anthony.
While
we're talking about Anthony F the Eagles, and they showing their true colors
man went
versus
to
Dallas the other day. He went to Dallas and he wasted his time.
Oh,
but
I was so happy for that. Like, I didn't want him to be happy in Dallas, you know? Like, I felt like Ricky deserved that, you know, because he was sky high after they beat us and barely lost, I guess, to the 49ers, but they got humbled. Dallas is for sure the best team out of the NFC East.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For now, and their schedule isn't as crazy as the rest of our, but we're going to see. But I appreciate y'all coming out, you know what I'm saying? Coming on the show with me, kicking it, giving me some real vibe.
Yes,
instead of trash talking each other's team, we kind of just shitted on our own teams, but it still applies.
Yeah.
My man Allen.
We still gotta be realistic, you know
Hell
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you know. Allen rented a studio set up just for the pod.
Hey, and a French bulldog.
And a
Frenchie.
Frenchie,
You know what I mean? Look at that. It came with a Frenchie.
Hell yeah, man.
You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But that's going to wrap today's episode of Rambling About Washington. Until next time, hail to the nameless football team. Deuces.